Embark on a captivating journey across Europe, where ancient fortresses hide blood-soaked tales, thrilling roller coasters send you soaring through time, surf and kitesurfing adventures await. From the icy allure of the northern lights in Finland to the adrenaline of island hopping in Greece, prepare to explore a continent where magic meets reality and every corner holds an extraordinary surprise. Ready to know what makes these 20 locations the most spectacular attractions in Europe? Let's find out. At number 20, tour the Tower of London. What's a tour of Europe without the Tower of London? The bloodshed, the beheadings. The Tower of London is a favorite site in all of Europe, and you don't have to be a history geek to be totally blown away by it. That is in part thanks to the beefeaters, who give the tours and guard the grounds. They are an encyclopedia of knowledge on all of the happenings of this infamous fortress, delivered with classic British wit, will leave you utterly charmed even when examining the spikes that once displayed human heads just near the prison cells. "19. Hit the slopes of the Italian Dolomites. Spend a few days skiing down Cortina's Groom Slopes, and make sure to break for a few aperols on the Rifugio Avaro Terrace, followed by nights in the town with great food and drink. Unlike French ski resorts, where you'll likely spot ski boots under the table, Cortina implores you to ski home, shower, and step into something smart each evening. Start at Café La Suite, then move on to P126, and make sure to take in the cavalcade of Dolce Vita glamour parading down Corso Italia. The winter scene warmed by soft amber lights and large glasses of red wine. "18. Scuba diving in Gozo, Malta. While there are plenty of activities to choose from, nothing compares to the thrill of exploring the underwater wonders of the Mediterranean Sea. From the iconic Azure Window to the mesmerizing Blue Hole, Gozo boasts some of nature's most impressive sights. Dive into crystal clear waters and encounter diverse marine life that will leave you in awe. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Adventure seekers can also enjoy hiking, climbing, kayaking, cycling, and more as part of larger travel packages. So when you're craving an unforgettable European getaway filled with thrills and excitement, Malta is the ultimate destination for adventure enthusiasts like you." "17. Kite surfing in Sicily, Italy. Escape the ordinary and dive into adventure on the stunning island of Sicily. While it's renowned for its captivating sights, why not elevate your experience? In case you're up to spicing things up and doing more than sightseeing, we'd recommend checking out some of the kite surfing packages in Sicily. Ready to kite surf? Head to Marsala, Sicily's kite surfing hotspot, located on the western tip of the island. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, there's something for everyone with a range of kite surfing packages available. From introductory lessons to advanced sessions, you'll find the perfect fit for your skill level. So, swap sightseeing for adrenaline-pumping fun and discover a whole new side of Sicily with kite surfing in Marsala. "16. Do a food-inspired road trip through Portugal. Not an adventurer? Then there's so much to see and eat in Portugal. From inhaling egg tarts in Belém and sipping on port in Porto to dining on €10 piri chicken meals on the streets of Lisbon. But the good news? In a small European country, it's easy to hop from one city to another in a matter of hours. Rent a car and guide yourself through the country on a food and drink-inspired road trip. At the end of it all, make sure to stock up on tinned fish, like olive oil-soaked sardines, to take home with you. You'll even find them for sale in the airport. "15. Swim in Slovenia's Lake Bled. Tucked into the very northwest corner of Slovenia, Lake Bled is a fairy tale come to life. Surrounded by the blue rolling mountains of the Julian Alps, the crystal clear water is punctuated only by the tiny central island, topped with its landmark medieval castle. Though many will hop on the traditional Pletna boats, the best thing is to dive in. The water is blue flag level pristine, warm in the summer, and even in high season, it feels secluded. "14. Horse riders on a mountain trail in Albania. Horseback riding? The Ecus Journeys runs horseback trail rides across Europe and the world, aimed at adventurous, intermediate-level riders. Riders move on almost every day, camping or staying in simple accommodation. Trips range from short breaks in Ireland to 8 days trekking across Iceland. On the ancient mountain trail strip in Albania, riders explore hills, valleys, and forests, medieval villages, ruined castles, and Byzantine monasteries. Their trip starts and finishes in the UNESCO-listed city of Gjirokastar, and nights are spent at homestays, cooking and eating with local families. Beginners would be better with a center-based holiday, so looking for an outdoor horseback adventure with friends? Think Albania. "13. Rent a car in Iceland and drive the Golden Circle. Taking a break from the artsy metro stations, let's take a quiet scenic drive through Iceland's Golden Circle. Spanning 190 miles and kicking off from the capital Reykjavik, the Golden Circle is a fantastic way to explore Southwest Island's incredible geography and natural wonders. From towering waterfalls to geothermal geysers and so much in between, you'll give yourself the freedom to explore in your own time and, my personal favorite built-in feature, the ability to detour at a moment's notice. So, definitely plan for a few detours, most specifically for stops along any number of roads where you can pet wild Icelandic horses." "12. See art in Stockholm's metro stations. Stockholm is now a beacon of art in Europe, bubbling with innovative and daring arts. So, it's no surprise that the Stockholm metro system is said to be the world's longest art gallery. Spanning 60-plus miles, with 90 of its 100 stations decked out with murals, tile work, mosaics, sculptures, and more. You can spend hours hopping from one station to the next, but it's best to tour outside of peak commuting times. Some must-see stations include T-Centralen and Kungsträdgården on the Blue Line, Stadion, Morby Centrum, and Tekniska Högskolan on the Red Line. It's the perfect rainy day activity. "11. Order wine from a Florence wine window. Florence's medieval wine windows have been reopening for the past couple years, and they are easily the most fun way to tap into the city's ancient history. What was once a means for wealthy families to sell wine out of their homes, these portals closed in the early 1900s due to new laws, but they're back in action. Some are merely relics, fun to spot like Easter eggs in the old streets, but still long out of operation. While others, like the ones at Babae and Cantina de Pucci, are back in service. So just walk up, ring the bell, and buy your wine through the wooden window like Leonardo da Vinci used to. It's a novelty you'll only find in Tuscany. "10. Enjoy Pinchos and surf in San Sebastián. Looking to enjoy a surreal surfing experience and a great meal? Visit San Sebastián. This city has been dubbed the greatest food city on earth for its clever approach to pinchos, or local tapas, with a grab-and-eat-what-you-want style all its own. Belly up to a pinchos bar, get a beer, and load up on snacks the size of your head, made with fresh seafood, vegetables, and cheese, surrounded by surf beaches. Stay for 5 minutes or an hour, anything goes. It's Michelin-worthy food with flip-flops and beach hair vibes." 9. See Paris's other great museum. Paris boasts a robust collection of museums. Tired of visiting the Louvre or scared of the endless queue that makes you want to run in the other direction? We have good news. It's not the only world-class art experience in the city. Instead, head to the Musée Picasso. The museum spans the entirety of a 17th century historic home in the Marais. And when you're not walking down Baroque staircases or sitting in the sun-drenched cobblestone courtyard, you're gawking at Picasso's iconic ceramics, playful doodles, and greatest masterpieces. Just a slice of the 5,000 works that make up the museum's beloved collection. Eight. Take a train high into the Swiss Alps. Take the train from Geneva up through the mountains to the beautiful, very glamorous Gstaad. You will definitely pass a shining luminescent lake before arriving at the station, high in the peaks and covered in snow. There is something incredibly transformative about the slow winding of the train up into the skies. Once there, walk into the center of the town to the centuries-old wooden chalet that is the Olden. There, dine on raclette and red wine, where David Niven, Elizabeth Taylor, and Roger Moore used to hang out. Seven. Have dinner at an all-you-can-eat cheese cave in Bordeaux. What's a tour of Europe without talking about cheese? Bod et Millet in Bordeaux is a restaurant with an attached cheese cellar featuring more than 100 cheeses to choose from. The all-you-can-eat cheese tasting gives you unlimited visits to the cheese cave and comes with a simple salad and chunks of bread. All you need to do is pick a bottle of wine from the adjoining wine shop, and this meal is as good as it gets. Six. See the Northern Lights in Finnish Lapland. See the Northern Lights in Finnish Lapland, or at least, like Olaf, get pulled around a frozen lake in a sleigh by reindeers as you try to look for them. Be sure you have a camera ready too, as you're sure to make cool memories that you can only share in swirling colors and photographs. And, pro tip, most cell phones will turn off in the cold. No matter your luck, warm up by trying out the world's only sauna gondola at Illisto Ski Resort afterward. Five. Take a walk on London's Primrose Hill. Taking a break from the cars and road, let's take a stroll. The City of London is famous for its royal parks, but there's something particularly special about a stroll on Primrose Hill. On the way up, look out for Shakespeare Street, an oak that was first planted in 1864 to honor Shakespeare's birth centuries before. Fun fact, it is ceremoniously replaced by a new one every 100 years. And, if you can, save turning around to see the skyline until you get to the very top. It'll be worth it. Time your walk for sunset and watch the sky grow orange over landmarks like Canary Wharf, the Millennium Wheel, and St. Paul's Cathedral in the distance. It's a view that moves even the most cynical of Londoners. Four. Drive through Montenegro. The road that zigzags up the mountains from the Bay of Kotor in Montenegro is remarkably scenic and totally adrenaline-inducing. But if you have a steady hand, rent a car to explore this tiny Balkan country on 4 wheels. On the way up from that famous bay, you'll find roadside stands selling jagusi prosciutto with views of the fjord-like formation below. Get a little higher and head inland, and the road will smooth out. Or snake along the coast for endless sea views straight out of a film. This charming little country has much of the appeal of neighbor Croatia with fewer crowds, but these views make that feel like a matter of time. Three. Go surfing in Lisbon, Portugal. For a bucket list surfing experience, a lot of people head to Costa Rica or Hawaii. But Portugal has some of the best surfing in Europe, with charming little seaside villages to use as a home base. Just an hour's drive north of Lisbon, Ericeira is home to the second World Surfing Reserve, meaning the waves are consistently great and there are breaks for both beginners and experienced, even pro surfers, which spans nearly 5 miles of coast. Even the poshest hotels in the area, like the new design-forward hotels such as Athos and Tranquil Immerso, have guests unloading surfboards at check-in. And beachfront bars, also with restaurants like the Ribeira de la Surf, perfectly positioned for watching surfers in the water. Planning a next surfing adventure? Choose Lisbon, Portugal. Two, ride a roller coaster in Copenhagen's magical Tivoli Gardens. There's always a long list of must-dos when you visit the city of Copenhagen. One thing's for sure, you'll want to go on a roller coaster in Tivoli Gardens, as one of the oldest operating amusement parks in the world. This for all ages park feels magical, both nostalgic and unlike any theme park you've ever been to. Make sure to go on the steel roller coaster Daemonen, the Demon, and definitely let out a few screams while also getting a gorgeous view of the whole park and city as the ride took off. One, go island hopping on a speedboat in Greece's windy Cyclades. You haven't been to Greece until you've zipped around the Cycladic Islands, both big and small, for another view of those iconic coastlines and remote fishing villages that feel like stepping back in time. And I'm not talking about simply joining the ferry crowds like cattle hopping from island hub to island hub, but rather staying on one for a while and hiring a local to take you out on a speedboat tour is the only way to reach some of the most storied islands, like Santorini's tiny island of Thracia, filled with old-school tavernas and black sand beaches in the shadow of millennia-old volcanoes, or Paros's Antiparos for golden sand coastlines, promising to give you a true Greek experience. And that wraps up our list. If you have come this far, I think you really enjoyed the video. So, check out another video from my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below on your most excited destinations. Until next time, keep wandering, and we'll catch you on your next European adventure.